Hey family, so welcome back to Boricua Science Nation. Nothing, let me just start by saluting my people from Puerto Rico, all of those Boricuas from the island, the United States, and the whole world. Salute to you, Boricuas. We love you all from here from Puerto Rico. I want to salute my Hispanic people, including the Mexican as well. And I want to salute my people from Chicago, where I was born, and the United States as a whole, the greatest nation in the whole world. Hoorah! Okay, I'm going to be talking about this plane that you're watching right there. This plane was a plane that Israel wanted to create, and something happened. Okay, and I'm going to tell you what happened with that plane, and I'm going to be talking about some other things about Israel. Okay, because there are some people always attacking Israel and just telling lies, man. And we gotta call out those lies. I'm gonna be talking about boxing when we got something new in boxing because we know that Subriel Matias is gonna be fighting. We don't know the exact date because Tirso told me today that there were two different dates for the fight. Okay, so we don't know. We know that he's gonna fight, but the date the real date, we are not sure. Okay, we know that Amanda Serrano is going to be fighting as well. We know John Bausa is going to be fighting. So we got a couple of fights. If we get something new about some other fighter, I'm still waiting for Edgar Belanga to announce his next fight. I don't know what's going on there. I hope that we can get Edgar Belanga fighting pretty soon. I want to see him fight again. I want to see him fight. I want to see Sander Sayas fight again. I want to see Nayi Lopez fight again. I want to see Shakur Stevenson fight again. And I want to see all of those fights. Subriel Matias become a champion. I want to see Subriel Matias become a champion. I want to see Amanda Serrano become a undisputed champion for the first time. That is the only thing she needs. That is the only thing she hasn't done. Become a undisputed champion. Okay, John Bausa is going to be fighting, I think, for a vacant interim belt. I think he's going to be fighting for. So as soon as we got news about other fighters, we're going to get to it. Okay, family. So right now, I want to show you this guys. I want to show you this guy right here. This guy's name is Mark Dice. Okay, so Mark Dice is the guy is a comedian who has a channel, a YouTube channel. The guy has more than 1 million subscribers. The guy has had great success being a YouTuber. Okay, the guy is real smart. The guy speaks, many many true things. He speaks about many things that I agree with him. Okay, because we're both conservative, but there are many conservatives that are anti-Semites, and this guy is an anti-Semite. He's an anti-Semite because he's always attacking Jewish people. He's always attacking Ben Shapiro, who is Jewish, who's a really really successful guy, a really really successful Jewish person. And this guy doesn't like him. I think it's because Ben Shapiro is much more successful than what he is. Okay, Ben Shapiro has more than 5 million subscribers on his YouTube channel. He founded the Daily Wire. He was the one who founded that network or that app. The Daily Wire is a app where you can see movies, you can see news from many people who work with him. You can see the Daily Wire is like a Netflix, but with more options. Okay, and they're going to be putting more things on it. Okay, they're going to be putting movies, cartoons. You're going to get a lot of things, a lot of things in the Daily Wire. It's not the only owner. It has like two or three owners. He was the founder of the Daily Wire. He was the founder, and this guy is always tagging him. I'm going to be showing something that he said about Israel because these people think, and this one right here is Martha McAllister. Martha McAllister is a woman that I like. She's fine. Man. She's really really fine. I like her a lot. But I like how she speaks as well. She talks about a lot of things that I agreed with her. I think she's a conservative. I don't know because she works for Fox News, but Fox News has some libertarians. It has some even some liberals there. It has many conservatives. It has much more conservative than Democrats. Okay, so I really think she leans more to the right than to the left. Okay, but she says something about Israel as well that she shouldn't have said. Okay, and we're gonna go over there. I'm gonna show you those things. We're gonna be talking about that aircraft that Israel created, and they had to cancel. Okay, they had to cancel the aircraft because something that happened with the United States. Okay, let's go over there, family. Okay, family. So here we are. I want to show you these videos. One of them is like 6 minutes. The other one is like it's like almost the same length. I want to show you this because Israel makes a lot of military technological things, and they're the best. When Israel makes military equipment, is the best in the world. Okay, Israel right now doesn't need the money that the United States is giving to them. Israel is a rich country. Israel can make their own weapons, and they really don't need the money. They're going to take the money, right? Because if they give you money, you're going to take it, okay? Because it is given. They give you billions of dollars. Israel gets like more than $4 billion from the United States yearly, all years. Okay, more than $4 billion. Okay, but that is something that the United States use to get a grip on Israel. Okay, they have power over Israel because of this money. So the day Israel does something that the United States doesn't like, the United States is going to take away this money. But Israel doesn't really need it. You're going to take it. But the money that Israel gets from the United States is for Israel to buy weapons for the United States or to make weapons for themselves and for the United States. Okay? Because Israel has the best scientists in the world. The best scientists in the world come from Israel. It could be on any department, family. Let's watch this video. So you can see on 7 newest most powerful military technologies. Israel's top 7 newest most powerful military technologies.
Always looking for an edge over its enemies. The race for technology is ongoing and ever expanding, be it on the ground, sea, or air. Here are Israel's top 7 latest military technologies. Before we hit the list, hit the subscribe button and notification bell for the latest videos on Israeli Special Forces and their gear. Let us know in the comments what kind of videos you'd like to see from the Agilite channel. Here are Israel's top 7 latest military technologies. Number 7. F-35I, the Adir. It may look like a regular US F-35, but it's completely different on the inside. The F-35I, the Adir, has the capabilities of a stealth, striker, and reconnaissance jet, while also being equipped with electronic warfare capabilities, a highly advanced augmented reality heads-up display, and a system that lets information be instantly transferred to Allied planes in the area. What people don't know is Israel helped develop the F-35.
Did you listen to that? Israel helped develop the F-35, the best plane in the world right now. The F-35. Israel helped make this plane right here. They helped made it. And listen to the next thing.
Rumor has it that the Adir has way more capabilities than stock F-35s, and despite being developed in the U.S., Israel was the first to use the F-35 operationally.
Israel was the first to use this plane. Not the United States, Israel. Israel was the first to use this plane.
Operation House of Cards, allegedly striking Iranian targets in Syria. The operation was one of Israel's biggest air campaigns in decades, and the F-35 Adir played a pivotal role in its success. Number 6. Rex Mk2 Jaguar. The Jaguar is a totally autonomous unmanned remote-controlled armed robot being deployed on the Gaza border. The robot is armed with at least 2 AI-controlled turrets that can only shoot if given explicit permission, an advanced system of sensors and cameras to track and see its surroundings, the ability to gather reconnaissance for its assigned unit, and the capacity to carry up to 2 injured people on its back. It was designed specifically for the Gaza border, its build and programming curated to the area's unique and sometimes harsh conditions. Israel's enemies need to know that they can be neutralized by advanced killer robots without ever coming in contact with an Israeli soldier. Number 5. Gulfstream G550. The luxury business jet is not destined to carry high-value clientele, but instead even more valuable reconnaissance and intel equipment. The Gulfstream G550's jet is fitted with highly advanced radar systems, as well as complex AI and algorithms to acquire targets and information in real time. It's both the most advanced intelligence gathering plane in Israel and its most expensive, with a $200 million price tag. Israel will pay any price so that its citizens can sleep safer at night, and its enemies a little worse. Number 4. CH-53K King Stallion. One of Israel's most trusted vehicles is the CH-53C Sea Stallion helicopter. It has been in constant use since the late 60s, but the risks and cost of maintenance outweighs its benefits. So in the tail end of 2021, Israel purchased 12 of the helicopter's upgraded version, the CH-53K King Stallion. Developed by Sikorsky since 2011, the new version will have twice the lift capacity, a wider cargo hold, and an automatic flight control system for takeoffs and landings. The King Stallion is set to be one of the most advanced heavy lifting carriers in the world. Number 3. Rephaim, the multi-dimensional unit. Rephaim, which in Hebrew translates to ghosts. Created in 2019 and operational from 2020, Rephaim has been vital in Israel's defense capabilities. The unit is composed of Israel's top commando, reconnaissance, Air Force, Sea Force, cyber, and teleprocessing branches, as flexibility and self-reliance are its main objectives. Being able to work in any battlefield, under any condition, by using every tool and device available. The unit is readying itself for any incoming threat and outcomes, while also being used to experiment with new tactics and technologies that later may trickle down to the rest of the IDF. Rephaim is not just preparing for the future, it is the future of the battlefield. Number 2. Skylark 3. Loher Shamayim. The Skylark is a portable drone that can be flown day or night under any conditions. The video it gathers can be displayed live to a battalion commander or be used for searching for terrorists and tunnels. Created by Elbit Systems, Skylark 3 is set to slowly replace the Skylark 1 with longer distances, higher altitudes, and even a hybrid propulsion system. The drone is used in missions to enhance the operational flexibility of its users, giving Israel's artillery units the edge their enemies don't have. Number 1. Iron Beam. Every day, Israel's enemies are growing more dangerous. To stay one step ahead, Israel has succeeded in creating one of the world's first and most powerful laser defense systems. It may sound like something out of a science fiction movie, but it's actually true. Planned to be deployed in the air, sea, and land, the Iron Beam has already proven itself in many tests, taking out mortars, rockets, anti-tank missiles, and UAVs. The advanced laser has exceeded expectations with its power and capabilities, while also being a lot cheaper. In comparison, the Iron Dome averages $80,000 per missile, while the estimation for the Iron Beam is just $5 per firing. With almost limitless ammunition and the flexibility to be deployed virtually anywhere, Israel and the Iron Beam will shape the future of its defense. Do you agree with our list? Let us know in the comments section if there are new Israeli gear and tactics.
Okay, let's watch this next one that I have right here. I feel like this one. It's this one. Let's watch this one. This one right here.
Disfruta toda la acción deportiva en el Estadio Chili's. Saborea nuestros nuevos platos, como el Sirloin Tips con guacamole, el Boss Burger o el Deep Trio. Vive la intensidad del partido en el mejor lugar. Visítanos u ordena para llevar a través de chilispr.com.
You see that plane that the United States has, the F-35. They have the F-22 as well, the Raptor. That one is better, but it's much more expensive than the F-35. It's faster. It could fight. It could go dog fights, plane against plane. This plane that the Israelis were gonna make would have been the best plane today. Today, watch this.
Israel has been in intense combat since the day of its foundation. The need to survive, outrun, and outgun their enemies has pushed the Jewish state to create some of the most innovative weapon systems in the world. Here are the top 7 most badass Israeli military vehicles. Before we hit the list, this video was brought to you by Agilite. We forge tools on Israeli battlefields that give you an edge, defending your country, your way of life, or your home. Once a year, we have a huge Cyber Monday sale on our entire website to allow everybody a chance to get premium gear at a price they can afford. The sale ends at midnight, so make sure to visit agilitegear.com today. Here are the top 7 most badass Israeli military vehicles. Number 7, Panther. The Panther is the IDF's new multi-purpose armored combat vehicle. It's made for routine security missions in various sectors in and around Israel's hostile borders. The Panther is based on an Oshkosh truck and weighs in at 10 tons. It includes a spacious combat compartment where 12 to 14 fighters can sit comfortably. The protection panels are designed to absorb lightweight bullets such as machine guns up to 7.62 by 51 rounds. The ballistic protection can be further increased with additional armor. In the coming years, the IDF will produce about 100 Panther vehicles for all sectors. Number 6, the SAR-6. The SAR-6 is the Israeli Navy's most advanced missile ship to date. It's equipped with the latest operational systems and can defend Israel from incoming threats from land, air, or sea. The ship is built to be at sea 2,000 hours a year for 30 years. It's dedicated to protecting Israel's natural gas reserves, which have been targeted by the Hamas and Hezbollah terrorist organizations over the past few years. The SAR-6 is equipped with shore-to-shore defense systems, including the Naval Dome, the Iron Dome of the Sea. It's also able to carry and serve as a launch pad for helicopters that weigh about 23,000 pounds. Number 5, the Merkava 4. After hundreds of...
We're going to be talking about the Merkava. Israel made this tank because they had no choice, and this is one of the best tanks in the world.
Syrian tanks nearly overran Israel's Golan Heights in the 1973 Yom Kippur War. Israel realized they needed to create a super tank in order to properly defend the northern front. The Merkava 4 features an improved 120mm smoothbore gun developed by Israeli military industries. This gun is designed to sustain higher pressure, generating higher muzzle velocity. 10 rounds are stored in an electronically operated revolving magazine and are ready to fire at any time. The tank is fitted with the combat-proven Trophy Active Protection System, which destroys any incoming rockets or anti-tank missiles in their tracks, making it extremely difficult to damage or destroy. The Merkava 4 is considered to be one of the best tanks in the world. Number 4, the Guardium UGV. The Guardium is an unmanned ground vehicle. It employs an autonomous system which can be operated from a command center to carry out routine patrols and quickly respond to evolving emergencies. The vehicle itself has a wide range of capabilities, allowing it to operate on a variety of missions. The design is modular, allowing for placement of different observation or mission packages based on the task at hand. It is equipped with an automated tactical positioning system and can be operated autonomously on and off-road at speeds up to 80 kilometers an hour. The vehicle can carry a payload up to 300 kilograms, including a light armor shield to protect vital systems. Number 3. Namer. The Namer is an armored personnel carrier based on a Merkava 4 tank chassis. They are more heavily armored than the Merkava 4, and according to the IDF, they are the most heavily armored vehicle in the world. The Namer was designed for survivability and rapid repair and features modular armor. The APC is armed with either an M2 Browning machine gun or an MK19 grenade launcher that's mounted on a Samsung remote-controlled weapon station, as well as a 7.62 machine gun, making it a force to be reckoned with. The Namer performed outstandingly in 2014's Operation Protective Edge in Gaza. Number 2. Aton. The Aton is an 8x8 wheeled armored fighting vehicle developed to replace the IDF's outdated M113 APCs. It can carry up to 9 combat soldiers and weighs around 40 tons. It has a remote-controlled weapon station with a 12.7mm machine gun, as well as a 7.62 machine gun mounted on the commander's cupola. In the past, Israel has preferred tracked vehicles for their APCs, but thanks to modern automotive technologies, today, wheeled vehicle mobility performs nearly as well as tracked vehicles. It is expected that the first Aton will enter service in the IDF by the beginning of 2022. Number 1. Lavi. The IAI Lavi was a single-engine, fourth-generation multi-role jet.
Listen to this part right here, the Lavi. You're watching a plane from the 80s, okay? You're not gonna see this plane is not gonna look like a F-35 because it is this plane isn't from more than 30 years ago, okay? So we're not gonna expect to see a plane that looks like the planes of today, right? But it was a great plane. Listen to this.
Fighter developed in Israel during the 1980s. It was designed to conduct high-speed penetration and first-pass bombing missions while maintaining a high level of maneuverability and survivability. It had numerous similarities to the American F-16 fighter in terms of external appearance, having a similar configuration and several shared design features while being a slightly smaller aircraft. It was envisioned that the Lavi's life cycle costs would be significantly under those of the F-16. Efforts were also made to achieve a lower procurement cost as well. The decision to develop the Lavi was controversial, both with the Israeli public due to the enormous associated costs and particularly with the US government due to competition with the American-made F-16 on the export market. The Israeli cabinet's late-stage cancellation of the program in 1987 continues to arouse controversy and bitterness in Israel till this day. Some in the Israeli defense establishment hold the opinion that if the project had not been canceled, the IAF would be operating the world's most advanced fighter jet. Do you agree with our list? Let us know in the comments which other Israeli military vehicles you think.
Okay, family. Okay. So now let's go to what these people said about Israel. I want to show you this, family. Let's go over here. Arthur McAllister and Mark Dice. Okay. These people talk. They don't really know what the consequences are when you speak like this. Let's take a look at this clown first.
Neocons are sort of like rhinos. There's a lot of overlap there, but neocon basically stands for a neoconservative or a new conservative. They're not like the...
Okay, let's watch this. Watch this right here. Okay. He attacks Israel right here. When he attacks this guy, whose name is Mark Levin.
An invention? No.
Yes.
Mark Levin, okay? Because he says that the Mark Levin is an interventionist. Mark Levin likes wars. Mark Levin says that he doesn't like wars, okay? This guy says that he likes wars and that he likes to defend this small country. Take a look at what country he's talking about.
Or you must be a militarist. You want intervention all the time, intervention? No.
Yes, you and your buddies do want foreign intervention all the time, especially to help protect a certain little country in the Middle East that the establishment is extremely fond of. Neocons are sort of like rhinos.
There you go. You watch that. Okay, let's listen to the other one. Let's listen to the other one. Okay, the other one right here. Marta McAllister right here. He says that
Calling to all the men in this galaxy, you better be using Manscaped.
Get that Manscaped, babe.
Manscaped's got head-to-toe tools and
borders of Ukraine and Israel, and they're not and Joe Biden is protecting his house with a wall, but they don't like to protect the border of the United States. Listen to this.
This one is a problem for him, and he's walking billions and billions of dollars in this omnibus bill and in our defense budget to make sure that there are secure borders for Ukraine and for Israel and around Joe Biden's house. But for some reason, this one.
Okay, so like I told you, Israel doesn't need the money they're sending to them. Okay, Israel is going to take the money. If somebody comes to me and tells me I'm going to give you $20,000 a year for you to make weapons for me and to buy things from me, okay, things that you need to defend yourself, I'm going to go like, great, no problem, okay? So it is something that it is good for both people, okay? They're helping each other. Israel is making weapons for the United States, and they're buying weapons from the United States. Okay. So let's take a look at the Merkabah tank. Why did Israel make this tank? The Merkabah is a series of main battle tanks used by the Israeli Defense Forces and the backbone of the Israeli Defense Forces Armed Corps. The tank began development in the 1970s, okay? In 1970. And its first generation, the Merkabah Mark I, entered official service in 1979. Four main variants have been deployed as of 2022 Merkabah Mark IV. They're in the 4 right now. They started with 1, they're in the 4. Okay? Is the latest version. The Merkabah was first used extensively in the 1982 Lebanon War. The name Merkabah was delivered from the IDF Initial Development Program name. The tank was developed in the Merkabah, an armored combat vehicle division of the Israeli Ministry of Defense, and most of its parts are manufactured in Israel. The Merkabah was designed to provide maximum protection for its crew, and therefore its front armor was fortified and the engine placed in the front part of the tank. Unlike most other tanks, design criteria include rapid repair of battle damage, survivability, cost effectiveness, and of road performance. Following the model of contemporary self-propelled howitzers, the turret assembly is located closer to the rear and front attack, so as to absorb some of the force of incoming shells, especially for the personnel in the main hold, such as the driver. It also creates more space in the rear of the tank that allows increased storage capability and a rear entrance to the main crew compartment, allowing easy access under enemy fire. This allows the tank to be used as a platform for medical disembarkation, a forward command and control station, and infantry fighting vehicle. The rear entrance clamshell style doors provided overheat protection when off and on loading cargoes and personnel. Okay, let me see if it's here that it says that the British. Okay, during the late 1960s, the Israeli army began collaborating on design notes for the Chieftain tank, which had originally been introduced by the British Army Service, with a view to Israel purchasing a domestically producing the vehicle. 2 prototypes were delivered as part of a 4-year trial. However, it was eventually decided not to sell the Chieftain to the Israelis, as they were already being supplied to Arab countries, which prompted them to follow their own development program. Israel Tall, who was serving as a British commander after the Suez Crisis, restarted plans to produce an Israeli-made tank, drawing on lessons from the 1973 Yom Kippur War, in which Israeli forces were outnumbered by those of the Middle Eastern Arab nations. By 1974, initial designs were complete and prototypes were built. After a brief set of trial, work began to retool the Tel HaShower Ordnance Depot for full-time development and construction after the new facilities were completed. The Merkaba was announced to the public in the International Defense Review periodical. The first official image of the tank were then released to the American periodical Armed Forces Journal. On May 4th, 1977, the Israel Defense Force officially adopted the tank in December 1979. So the British didn't want to sell the tank to Israel, or not cooperate with Israel making a tank, because they knew, full article, Chief Tank replied, okay, they knew that they were going to lose oil from the Arab countries. British decision in 1969 to renew on its agreement to sell its most modern Chieftain tank to Israel reflects the deterioration of the relation between the two countries after the Six-Day War of 1967. The refusal to sell the tanks was motivated by a desire to protect British interests in Arab countries and hopes for a political settlement of the Arab-Israeli dispute. British and Israeli primary sources revealed that the financial and political motive of the Labour government outweighed the long-standing warm relations between the two Labour parties that ruled British and Israel. Furthermore, during this affair, the British Foreign Office used tactics that verged on perfidy. First and foremost was the appeal to the U.S. State Department to refrain from selling U.S.-made tanks to Israel. So Israel had to make their own tanks. So if the United States takes away the money they're giving to Israel, and they don't want to sell any let's say planes, because that is the only thing right now that Israel needs from the United States, and maybe helicopters. Israel is going to make their own, and they're going to be better. Okay, they're going to be better. You know, taking money away from Israel is not going to make Israel more weaker. It's going to make them. It's going to make them stronger. The Israel Air Industry, that is the IAI label, Lavi, in Hebrew, John Lion means, was a single-engine, fourth-generation multi-role jet fighter developed in Israel by Israeli aircraft industry. During the 1980s, the decision to develop the Lavi was controversial both with the Israeli public due to the enormous associated costs, and particularly with the U.S. government due to the competition with American jets on the export market. On the export market, they knew, the United States knew that if Israel made this plane, Israel was going to sell a lot of them. And they were going to be competing with them. This was not going to be a waste of money. They were going to win money with this plane. Do you know how many planes the United States sell? The F-35, they sell the F-35 to like more than 20 countries. They're selling them. From 20 to 50 planes. At 80 million, 85 to $100 million, each of them. Just imagine how much money was Israel going to make. By 1984, Israel, with a population of 4 million, had the world's highest military expenditure as a proportion of GDP at 24% by that time. But right now, they are a rich country. They are a natural gas powerhouse. Okay? A rate of spending considered unsustainable. These issues contributed to the ultimate cancellation of the aircraft by the Israeli government during the flight test phase of development in August 1987. The Lavi performed successfully in flight tests with its flight handling described as excellent by test pilots. The Lavi was planned to be mainstay of the Israeli Air Force, and considerable export sales for the aircraft had been forecast. The uniqueness of its design was in the combination of a small, aerodynamic, highly maneuverable plane with sophisticated software-rich system, low arm drag, and the ability to carry a large payload at a high speed over long distance. As of 2012, two of the prototypes have been preserved and have been placed on public display. The Israeli cabinet late-stage cancellation of the program by a 12-11 vote continued to arouse controversy and bitterness in Israel for decades, with Moshe Aaron stating in 2013 that if the project had not been canceled, the Israel Air Force would be operating the world's most advanced fighter, upgraded over the years to incorporate operational experience and newest technology. Israel was going to have the best plane right now, made by Israel. Just take a look at some of the weapons Israel has. The handguns and the machine guns. Okay, let's start with the Tabor. Tabor 21. Tabor 21. Take a look at this. Tabor 21. Take a look at this beauty right here. Take a look at this beauty right here. The Tabor 21. It is a weapon made by Israel. Okay? This is the newest one. This is the one that they use in their army. It is a great weapon. Okay? These are firearms. Take a look at this one. The Galil. Galil rifle. Take a look at the Galil. The Galil looks like the AK-47. Take a look at this. The Galil. Handguns, and they have much more. They have the Negev, They have much more rifles. Take a look at their guns. The Jericho handgun. Jericho handgun. Take a look at this gun from Israel. This is made by Israel. Made by Israel. The Desert Eagle has been shown in many movies. The Desert Eagle. Take a look at this. Okay? Take a look at this gun. It's a great, powerful gun. Yeah. Take a look at the Uzi. The Uzi, one of the oldest weapons for Israel, was used in many movies by Chuck Norris. Was made by Israel as well. Okay, they got much more weapons, much more. Okay. If we keep looking for you just can write down in your Google Israeli weapons, so you can see all the weapons Israel makes. Take a look at the plane, Forgotten Aircraft, the IAI Lavi, Young Lion. This plane could come back if this administration comes in and tries to take away Israel's money. Israel is going to start making aircraft, and they're going to start selling them and making more money. Okay, family. So that's all I have for today. Like I told you before, when we get some new stuff from boxing, we're going to be talking boxing. I told you that I was going to be making my English videos about news, about Israel. Today I was arguing with some people that were telling me things because I commented on a news article that Iran was going to put some defense missiles in Syria, so Israel couldn't attack them, and the defense systems Iran has are the same the Russians have. So that hasn't worked against Israel. Okay, so Israel is going to keep attacking Iran and Syria, and they're going to keep destroying all the weapons they're going to try to put in the hands of the terrorists, Hezbollah in Syria, and the Syrians, and even the Iranians, who are taking control of many of those countries, like Iraq and Syria and Yemen. They have a terrorist network that is really big, family, really big. But Israel is just gonna keep embarrassing them. Israel is gonna keep taking them down, because Israel is too powerful, and they have the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob that is with them. Okay, family. So thanks a lot. For those of you who want to contact me, you can contact me. We can talk on Instagram. We can have some back and forth and some things like that. But I don't like to be in it a lot, and much less talk. Okay, talk like if we're gonna talk in the phone or something like that. I don't like to be doing that. I only do that with my sons, with my brothers, my mother, and with some people that I have known for a long time. But some persons that I'm starting to know, I would like to know them better, for me to answer the phone. If you call me or something like that, I'm not gonna be there answering the phone for that. Okay, family. So you keep sending me messages on Instagram, right here on my YouTube comments, and I'm gonna be answering you respectfully, but just don't come. Okay. If we're gonna get to know each other like men, okay, like men, because if it's a women, maybe I'm gonna answer, but if it's a man, it is gonna be harder, okay. Okay, so it's not that I'm being disrespectful, okay. It's just that if I don't know you that well, I'm not gonna answer you that's right away. I gotta know you better, okay. Okay, family. So like always, I love you in the name of Jesus Christ. God bless Israel. God bless the United States of America. God bless this beautiful island. God bless you all, my family. I will see you in my next video.